with Drake Maye and Tez Walker gone, what can we expect from this 2024 UNC offense? Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
Ready, break! What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ the Tar Heel, and in this huddle, we're going to talk about my overall expectations for this 2024 UNC offense. And obviously, first and foremost, what we have to consider is the quarterback position, right? Drake Maye selected 3rd overall to the New England Patriots in the 2024 NFL Draft. And the sexiest thing to talk about is how did we replace Drake Maye? And there's a couple of options, right? You got Connor Harrell, young guy, talented guy. You got the experience of Max Johnson. You got some experience in Jacoby Criswell, right? A lot of these guys are talented, man. It might be actually the deepest cornerback room maybe in the conference, because I personally believe that we can win with all three of these guys. Any three of these guys, I think, are Power 4, Power 5 college football starters. Another thing that you got to look at is the fact that North Carolina is replacing 4 out of 5 offensive linemen. Now, there's some question marks there, okay? If you look at who's kind of projected to start, I mean, Carolina's going to average about 315 across that front 5, man. And when you got, the All-American running back Omarion Hampton, you got Darwin Barlow, the USC transfer back there, that is a heavy 1-2 punch, man, with some big bodies up front that I think Chip Lindsey is going to lean on, man. I really think that we're going to see kind of it scaled back from this absolute Arsenal air attack that we've been seeing over the last couple of years with the likes of Sam Howell and Drake Maye. And it's not that we haven't ran the football, but I think you're going to see more of a concerted effort to get downhill, like downhill. Carolina's got some of the best tight ends in the country. Jake Johnson, obviously John Copenhaver, Bryson Nesbitt. I wouldn't be surprised to see Carolina collapse a lot. 3 tight ends on the field, and then you're getting downhill, and then you're killing people in the intermediate passing game with play action pass, right? And obviously a lot of that's predicated on who's under center or in the gun, if you will, because I think, guys like Max Johnson have a little bit different game that they would play than a Connor Harrell and maybe even a Jacoby Criswell. But even though Carolina's got, those big bodies up front, I think we can win with all 3 quarterbacks. I think that we have a great running back and tight end room. Carolina doesn't lack for any talent out wide either, man. Yes, Tez Walker has gone to the NFL, but I mean, we're talking about J.J. Jones, Kobe Paysauer, Nate McCullum, Gavin Blackwell, Paul Billups, Christian Hamilton, Chris Culliver, Jordan Shipp, Alex Taylor. I mean, it seems like the list goes on and on and on. That room is so stinking deep with actual talent that you kind of got to pick your poison, man. Like, Carolina can kind of throw as many guys out there as they want and keep them fresh, for the duration of this season, man. And a lot of people, I think, may be thinking that Carolina's going to take a step back offensively because there's not this just big name face out there like a Sam Howell or a Drake Maye. But I kind of think, man, that maybe it's just a slight change in philosophy. Maybe the points per game come down a little bit, but at the same time, maybe Carolina is a little bit more efficient in what they're trying to do, because a lot of times it was kind of big player bust. And maybe we see a little bit more of them being able to sustain longer drives and keep the ball away from the opposing team's offense, which effectually will assist Jeff Collins in that defense, and trying to minimize their time on the field. I'd be really surprised if that's not something that Mac Brown tries to do with the personnel that he has on this offensive side of the ball, especially, like I said, with Jeff Collins over there trying to kind of turn things around on that defensive side, which we will obviously talk about at a later date. So all that to say this, if you were to ask me, Russ, give me a number 1 to 10 on your level of concern for the offense being able to produce this year, I'm going to go with a 3. And the one question mark that I have, to be completely honest with you, is like I've already alluded to. It's the ability for the offensive line to pass protect. I don't have any problems, or should I say, I don't have any doubts that Carolina has the bodies up there to lean on people, especially late in football games, and to just bring in, O and Darwin Barlow and Caleb Hood and Davion Gauss, and just keep funneling these guys through and just literally asserting their will against defenses, especially defenses in the Atlantic Coast Conference. The question is can they pass protect? If we can keep some clean pockets, man, if we can give guys enough time to get through their progressions, man, this could be a really good offense. Like I said, maybe not as many fireworks, but I think that we're still going to be able to score at a consistent basis, and I'm really excited for what we have. Really good backs, really good tight ends, very skilled in the wide receiver room, and you got a lot of options in the quarterback room too, man. The question is that offensive line, man. So I'm really excited about what the offensive unit is going to be able to put on the field. I don't expect too much of a drop-off, and I think, once again, it's going to be a really good Carolina offense like we've been accustomed to seeing for the most parts over the last half decade, if you will. So comment down in the comment section what you're thinking about this 2024 UNC offense. Who do you want starting? What do you want to see? What kind of offensive philosophy do you want to see Chip Lindsey and Coach Mack Brown put into place? And like I said, if you haven't already, man, if you're a Tar Heel, if you're a college football fan, period, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because this is the place where Tar Heels come to chop it up about Tar Heel football, man. So, like I said, comment down in the comment section. Interested to see what you think, Tar Heel Nation, and we'll catch you on the next one, baby.